right, boys and girls, this week we are going to create our sun and moon drawings that eventually we are going to paint if you're in school, or you can use any coloring materials that you have at home. So here's an example of one that a student did from the past, okay? And as you can see, we're going to start with a circle. Now everybody has a copy of these examples from the past. It's on Seesaw if you don't have a hard copy, but you have lots and lots of examples of what students have done in the past. So I'm going to show you one from scratch. So what you want to do is you want to start with a nice big horizontal piece of paper. And if you're in school, you probably have a tracer that I gave you. If you are at home, you can use like a paper plate or a Tupperware lid and just trace the outside so you get that nice big circle. Now, by the way, I'm doing my demonstration in Sharpie, but I want everybody to do your design in pencil first, and then you go into outline in Sharpie later. So you can either do a quarter moon and mostly sun, or if you want to do half moon, half sun, you can do that. Okay, so basically you're going to be doing a curved line like that. And now what you're going to do is you're going to do the face. So what I like to do for the moon is kind of have like a sleeping eye. So I'm going to do like a curved line like this. And again, you have lots of examples on Seesaw to do different samples of that. And I'm just going to do kind of a nice little smile here, like kind of like a sleepy face. And the moon already has the nose. And you can do this in the opposite direction, okay? You don't have to copy anything. Actually, I want you to do something totally different. And you can do a separate eye for the sun. Now for the sun, since the sun is usually our daytime we're usually awake during the daytime, you can do an eye that is nice and awake and happy. And if you want to even do some eyelashes, you can do that. Okay. And for the mouth, you can either use the nose that's already there or add a nose. And for the mouth, you can continue the line here and maybe, make it a little bit different so that the sun looks like it's a little bit more expressive. It looks like happy, awake, and maybe the moon is a little bit, sleepy. So now what you want to do is you want to add the rays for the sun. And there's so many different ways that you can do it. You can do, triangles within triangles. You can do big triangles and little triangles. You can do kind of the kind of like fiery lines. So I'm going to do what I'm going to do is kind of do a combination of both. I'm going to do kind of like a curved lines here and little lines in between. Curved and little ones in between, almost like fire. And then little ones. And again, you're going to do this in pencil first. And you can do big triangles, or you can do little triangles, or kind of like these fiery lines. Now you want to make sure that your lines start and ends with the sun. Okay, so you want to start right there, okay? And up here, one of the good things about doing it in pencil is you can erase, but you won't even notice that later on. So now what you're going to do is you're going to add some kind of design to your backgrounds of, you can also add lines like inside here if you wanted to. This way you can like do different colors when you're painting later on. That might be a nice effect. So you want to think about, do you want to do curved lines? Do you want to do kind of fiery lines? Do you want to do triangles for your sun? There's lots and lots of different options. But whatever it is, you want to be consistent. Again, you're going to be doing this in pencil first. And then later on, you can, we'll trace everything with a Sharpie. So if you have room on the sun side, if you want to kind of make like, you know, some clouds, you can do that. But only if you have room. You can also do kind of like a pattern in the background as well. Okay, so I add some clouds on the right hand side. Now for the moon, you can keep it simple. You can do you could do a pattern, or you could kind of, you know, just keep it plain, whatever you want to do. For those of you in school, I have star tracers, so you know, you could kind of just keep the moon simple and, you know, trace your stars. Or you can just do like any kind of pattern that you want. It's really up to you. And again, you're going to do this in pencil. And you don't want to have like too many stars. You kind of just want to have, if you're doing stars, I'm just going to do something really simple here. Again, everything is going to be in pencil. You want to have daytime and nighttime. So you want to make sure that you want to have a nice, like, different feel for the nighttime and the daytime. And we're going to be experimenting with the warm colors and the cool colors using watercolor paint if we're in school. And if you're home, you can do this with marker, crayon, colored pencil, or oil pastels. Okay, so I think I'm going to add maybe 2 more stars, one a little bit down here. Again, you can add a pattern to your moon. I'm just going to kind of keep it simple. But it's up to you. You could put like maybe a nightcap on your moon. And again, there's tons of options in the seesaw activity that I posted, okay? And again, I just want to remind you to do this in pencil first, okay? So the first week, you're going to be drawing your sun and moon and do the designs in pencil. And then you'll outline everything in Sharpie, okay? So this is an example of a good way to start.